Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am doing something a little bit different today. I'm kind of excited about this, and today we're going to be discussing how much money I made on my first year on YouTube. Yes, it has been 1 year since I've started YouTube. I started YouTube in November of 2024, actually November 5th, 2024 was my first video, which I created, and the cool thing was, I didn't know how much money I was going to make. I didn't know if I was going to make any money at all. And I have seen some of these videos that kind of inspired me to actually make some YouTube videos. You know, back then I was, I'm still doing is I was creating a lot of content about travel and finances for another website. And that website kind of went kaboot. I mean, it stopped making money, and so I stopped getting paid. So I thought, you know, a great way to do this was maybe I should start making some YouTube videos about personal finance and maybe credit cards. Well, personal finance obviously took off, and so then that's why I kept on doing it. And so I made a bunch of videos in 2024, and in 2025 I finally got monetized. I got 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That means I was admitted into the YouTube partner program, YPP, and I started to make a little bit of money off of AdSense. And so that's just a little bit about that. So let's dive in and kind of look at some of those analytics and see, you know, what happened on my journey for this first year on YouTube. Hey guys, here's my channel right here. As you can see, it's a Frugal Expat, and I've got over almost 2,800 subscribers. I've done about 116 videos, so that's long form and some YouTube shorts. And as you can see, I mean, God, it says that estimated earnings anywhere between 174 to 523. I'll show you guys what the actual earnings are later on in the video. But as you can see, these are some of the videos I've been making, and I mean, the last one did about 1,000 views. Some of them, like last week I had one that did 7,000 views, so you got a mix of all these things. So let's go and let's check out some of those analytics. Now we have these analytics right here. Like I said, it's got 2,811, and here's my latest video, which is ranking 6 out of the last 10 videos I've made. As you can see, one video has already made did 6,000, one did about 5.7, and so on. And so those are some of the videos. So let's go through some of those analytics. Now in 2024, that's when I actually started. I made my first video on November 4th. Or November 6th, 2024. Do this when you get paid, paycheck to paycheck, breaking that paycheck to paycheck cycle. In 2024, I got about 6.9 thousand views, 421 watch hours, and 84 subscribers. So right there, I am not in the YouTube partner program because I needed 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So that's pretty cool, and I've made 2, 4, 3 videos and just had little spikes here and there. But in 2025 is when it really started to take off. In 2025, you can see that I had, there's videos there, but it's just not showing as many. So I was pretty consistent, and I would have little spikes. I would have days of 200, 900, 500, whoa, 1,791, and I would just have these little spikes, and it kept on growing and growing and growing. And the cool thing was, like in April, I kind of hired my own editor to help me out. He was okay. I mean, he made my job faster, which was okay. And we started to see some growth because I could put out more videos, I could have some edits, and then in June, I had this big old spike right here, as you can see, where I had a day which was 6,000, which is crazy. 6,000 right there, June 27th. That video was about if you put in $50,000 into JPQ, can you retire off of this? And so that video kind of did a great spike, and it helped me to get to 1,000 subscribers right there. Now, it continues to go up and down, and I continue to create more and more videos. Now, I would have spikes in August, I would have even spikes in September, and we continue to have little spikes, but it continues to grow, and I'm continuing to average anywhere between 800 to 900 views a day, which is great news. And I continue to make anywhere between 2 to 3 videos a day, a week. And so I'm trying to continue to create content for everybody. Now, before we get into how much ad revenue, I'm going to show you guys how many views I've made in all 2025. And we're going to see how much views I've made in the entire year. So let's go to 365 days. So for the 365 days, I've made 291,000 views. I've had 21,000 watch hours. I've created 2.8 thousand subscribers. And before we get to the estimated revenue, why don't we just talk about revenue altogether? First of all, you got 4 main ways to make revenue on YouTube. First of all is the AdSense. I mean, once you get monetized on YouTube, you can make money through AdSense, and this is the majority of the ways YouTubers make money. Those are the ads that you see in the beginning, middle, and the end of it. We get a portion of that ad revenue from Google itself, so it's not 100% from the ad revenue, so we get a portion of that. And the niches that probably make the most are kind of, you've got finance. I make a lot of finance videos, and I get anywhere between $16 to $20 per 1,000 views. So it depends on the video. Some videos get more, some videos get less. It depends on the advertisers. And so that's how a lot of YouTubers make money. Now, it's not going to be that much. I mean, like I said, I make about anywhere between 25 to 40,000 views a month. And if you do the math, it's not really that much money. A second way people make money is affiliate links. Sometimes I talk about Snowball Analytics. I talk about Seeking Alpha. Maybe later on I'll talk about NordVPN because it's a great way that you can, if you are traveling and you're in a foreign cafe, you may not want your data stolen, so you may want to use a good VPN. NordVPN is a great VPN. That's pretty cheap, and they're having some sales that are going on. So if you want, you can click my link or sign up through the pinned comment, and that's a good way that you can protect yourself against viruses in other cafes and other countries. That's what I do. When I travel, I usually have a VPN on so I can protect my financial accounts and protect my information. So if you want to use NordVPN, check out the link below. Another way you can do this is through selling your own stuff. Like if you have ebooks, if you have courses, even if you have paid coaching sessions, that's a great way to make some money on YouTube. I am creating a Patreon group where you guys can sign up. We're going to have a Discord. We're going to have templates for investing and budgeting. So if you want to do that, I'm going to leave a link in my description so you guys can sign up if you want to. We're creating a Discord where we have like-minded people, so then we can talk about investments, to talk about different strategies, to talk about different ETFs that maybe not all of us know about. I mean, I'm always learning about new ETFs from the comments on my YouTube channel, and so this is a great place where our community can come together. There's also the last one is going to be sponsorships. Now that is when people reach out to YouTubers and they said, we want to sponsor you. We want to pay for you to maybe mention us in the YouTube video. Snowball Analytics actually reached out to me like less than a month ago and has sponsored 4 different videos. And so I made a little bit of money off that. And, I like the product. So it wasn't so hard for me to talk about it because I actually like it. Now, if it was I usually only talk about products I like to use. Like, I like to use Seeking Alpha. I research a lot of things on Seeking Alpha. I like to use a good VPN. And I also like to use Snowball Analytics when I'm on my phone. So let's dive in to see how much money I actually made with YouTube this 1 year, because that's why we're all here. We want to see how much money we made. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so when we look at the estimated revenue for the entire 1 year is $1,261. Now that is that's a little bit over. That's around like $105 a month. But I mean, I only started making money starting in about mid-June, and so that's where that money is coming from. It's not really that much. I mean, that amount of money probably pays for a month worth of editing from my new editors. I got new editors in August that helped me do more of my videos, but I mean, I mean, that really doesn't pay for that much. I mean, I could always use some good coffee money. But yeah, and I've made from sponsorships. Like I said, Snowball Analytics reached out to me, and I made a couple of videos for them and some integration. So I made about $800. So that's about $2,000 I've made. And I've made about, from affiliate links, I've made about $98 from affiliate links. And so that is a little bit over $2,130 I've made on YouTube in the 1 year. Now, that doesn't pay for me making all this time. I mean, I do have another job, so this is not my full-time job. This is literally just a side hobby, side job that I try to make content to help you guys out. So, I mean, this is, if you guys are watching this video like, oh, we're going to become rich, well, you could be. If you are dedicated, if you are looking and making consistent content and creating something that your audience likes, it's a possibility. Me, I'm not making that much money, but I'm trying to create a sustainable business so that I can continue to create content for you guys and continue my caffeine addiction by drinking lots of coffee. Coffee keeps on going up, so if you guys want, you guys can hit that heart button down below, donate $5, and I can continue to create more content and drink lots and lots of coffee. Now, that's a little bit about this. That's like how much I made on my first year of YouTube. Now, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you can. You can start one. You can start making money. You can do this as a hobby. You can learn how to edit videos. You can learn how to be on the camera. And this is just a part of YouTube. This is getting out of your comfort zone. This is starting your journey. And all it takes is, using your phone possibly. Right now I've got a nice camera, so I'll have a link in that description about my camera and my lens. But that's about it. That's all you really need. So let me know in the comments. Would you like to start your own YouTube channel, or what type of content do you think I should be continuing to create? I like to talk about ETFs because I hold ETFs, and there's so many great ones out there, and I'll continue to create ones. Now, if you want to find a great ETF, here's one up here. So check it out.